about the radicals, valency, variable valency and the relation between the elements. So let's see. A radical is an atom of an element or a group of atoms of different elements that behave as a single unit with a positive or a negative charge on it. There are two types of the radicals, basic radicals and acid radicals. So first, basic radicals. They have the positive charge and they are also known as cations. The ammonium ion and metallic ion are the examples of basic radicals. Next, acid radicals. They have negative charge and they are also known as anions. Example, most of the non-metallic ions are the acid radicals. A molecule of a compound is made up of two parts, acid radical and the basic radical. For example, sodium chloride. It is nothing but the salt. Sodium chloride formula is NaCl. In this, sodium is a positively charged, Na plus, and chlorine is a negatively charged, Cl minus. And as we observe, they have charges on the right side at the top. And these charges shows that their combining capacity. And combining capacity of the ions are called as a valency. So it shows here chlorine valency is 1 and the sodium valency is also 1. The table shows the various radicals and which are positive radicals with their valency. Hydrogen, sodium, potassium, silver, they have the valency 1. Ammonium, magnesium, calcium, zinc, iron, gold, copper, they possess the valency 2. And aluminium and iron possess valency 3. Tin and platinum have the valency 4. We can observe in the table, at the right side of the top corner, there is a present of the charges. So that charges shows their valency number. As shown in the table, nitrate, nitrite, bisulfate, bisulfite, bicarbonate, hydroxide, acetate, they have the valency 1 and these all are the negative radicals. Sulfate, sulfite, carbonate, dichromate, they all have the charges minus 2. So they are the negative radicals and they have the valency 2. Such a way we discuss some positive and negative radicals with their valencies. Valency. Valency is defined as combining capacity of an element or of a radical. There are different valency for the different radicals. For example, HCl, hydrochloric acid. In this, one chlorine atom gets combined with the other hydrogen 1 atom. So here chlorine combining capacity is 1. So valency of chlorine is 1. Same way in NH3, ammonia. In this, 1 nitrogen atoms get combined with the 3 atoms of hydrogen. So combining capacity or valency of nitrogen is 3. In a water, H2O, 1 atom of oxygen get combines with the 2 atoms of hydrogen. So combining capacity of oxygen is 2. So variable valency. Some element shows more than 1 valency. It means they are showing the variable or various valency. For example, iron, copper, they shows the 2 different positive valency. An element element has the two different or more than two different positive valencies, in such a case we need to use suffixes. For example, OUS for the lower valency. So ferrous will show the lower valency, that is 2, and the IC suffix for the higher valency, ferric, and it will show the higher valency of iron, that is 3. Same way for copper. For the copper, the higher valency is shown with the cuprid, that is 2, and the lower valency of the copper is 1, so cuprous equals to valency 1. So in short, we need to use here suffixes to distinguish them with their valencies. We know the first 20 elements of periodic table with their symbol. Now let's see their valencies in detail. The table shows that name of first 20 elements of periodic table and their symbol, and last column shows their valencies. So as we can observe, it is noticed that the valency of element increases from 1 to 4 and then again decreases to 1. For some elements like helium, neon and argon, they have their valency 0. So why do the atoms of some elements have same valency? Is there any relation between them? Or do they have some similar properties? So for all these questions, let's see the structure of periodic table in detail. As we know, there are total 118 elements. So to study them systematically, these all the elements are arranged in the form of tabular structure or in the form of the table, which consists of rows and the columns. So such a structure is called as a periodic table. The definition of periodic table is a tabular arrangement of an element to study them in a systematic way, or they are arranged in an organized manner. So in the periodic table, all these elements are arranged with the help of their chemical as well as on the basis of their physical property. So let's see the periodic table structure. This is a periodic table which shows all the 118 elements together. But in this standard, we will discuss more detail about the 1 to 20 elements only. So now we will see only the sum part of this periodic table, that is 1 to 20 elements. This table shows the part of the periodic table which contain only 20 elements. All the elements are arranged in the horizontal rows called as the periods, and the vertical columns are called as the groups. The groups are denoted by the letters first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A, seventh A, and the last group 0 group. As well as the periods are numbered as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and onwards. Elements present in the same group have same valency, and it also corresponds to the group number up to 5. They have their valency respectively 1, 2, 3 and 4. And after that, group 5, 6 and 7 elements has the valency 3, 2, 1 respectively. Group 0 contain inert gases and they have the combining capacity 0. So from this all arrangement we can tell metals with the same valency shows the similar property, as well as non-metals with the same valency shows the similar property. In this way, today we discuss about the elements, their valency and their symbol, and why they arrange in such a form in a periodic table.